Well, good morning, Roy.
Good morning, man. What a morning.
we we've had some excitement pre-market here. You can see I'm up 2,300 on the day in one combine. We've already locked this one up 2,800, so we've actually had a very fine day so far. We haven't touched the XFA, so if this hits
It
here,
looks
which
like
it
you're
looks
about to
like
get
we got a
taken.
six away, two ticks away, and I think we're going to move this stop down. I know this.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're guaranteed 2,300 on the day so far. And if we get, look, if it hits here, we're going to stop for these for the day.
Yeah, I guess that would conclude our stream. We appreciate you tuning in and
Yeah, thanks everybody for coming this morning. It was a fun one. Kind of look to show everybody. Oh, well, it hit my
it
stop.
hit.
So we're 2,400
Okay.
bucks. So we're only 1,400 away from passing this combine. So we're going to lock it. There's no need to take any
Beautiful.
chances on it. When I woke up this morning, I didn't get up to 7. I got up at 7. The first thing I see is this counter right here where it rejected VWAP, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we kind of made a wick up top. Pop made a wick up top. I said, you know what? I'm gonna take a chance here. Take a short. Because I don't think worst case, I put my stop up here at this line. Like if it pops VWAP, it'd be all right, it won't kill me.
Right.
We started going down. I think it was 800. What was it, 800 first I showed you, Roy?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hit pretty quick. And I was like, so then I swapped over to the other one, got back in. Probably on this one here. Made 2,800 on that one on one trade. And I was like, all right. And then if you can ask Roy, I kind of took a break here because I was like, goodness gracious, I'm up so much I can't take a chance. And I was like, you know what? This candle right here. So let me get back in it. So I got back in it. You saw it in there. I think it was 1,600 on that trade. So 2,400 on this one. So we've had a very fun morning so far. So actually, CBD's kind of popping a little bit. If we can get back up to, I don't know if we can get to 70. If we can get to the top of this candle here, I might look to go short again. Bookmap is screaming 58.50 to me over here. So I don't know if we get back down there. We're going to take it. We're going to see how this candle does. If it gets up here and it looks weak, I will take it. If it looks like it's going to pop, I'll wait till we retest the EMA up here. Oh, and by the way, Roy, you was talking about you had a level that spot earlier.
Yes, sir.
You can't see it here, but my ES chart, I got a level right below where you said your level at. We just went to the bottom of the level on this wick here and bounced up over on trading view.
Yeah, it was a violent move down here. I mean, you're talking that's what, almost 50 points from that VWAP.
Yeah. I mean, I think we kind of talked about it, and the only thing we really could come up with was the Russian news. It's kind of why we're doing what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, it's littered. If you look at Financial Juice and obviously any news hub right now on the market, you're looking just Russia, 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 Russia. And
Well,
for
yeah,
those that don't,
the last one
but
that just came out, or that last big drop, this candle here,
mm-hmm.
you had news came out that Russia's Lavrov on Ukraine's attacks against Russia border using U.S. made missiles. That is a signal that they seek escalation, and Putin has already issued a warning that retaliation is to come. So things could get very ugly really quick today. Just with
this is
that.
pretty intriguing because you could have Russia start to communicate with the Trump administration a bit
Yeah.
and completely ignore the Biden administration. So you're going to get a little bit. Again, what do we always say? The market hates is uncertainty. And
Well, I don't know if you saw what Trump Jr. said last night. He actually put out a statement on Biden okayed Ukraine to use U.S. missiles to fire inside Russia. And Trump Jr. came on last night and said that obviously that Biden is trying to get World War III before the transition of power takes place, and they're going to do all they can, all the power they can to use to stop it.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it does not look good, the timing nor the statement made. So, um, yeah, I would try, or I'm trying my best not to put a sort of an opinion on any of that, but it again, the timing doesn't look good.
No, the time is horrible. Time is horrible. We
Uh,
got in a short there because I said if it showed any signs of weakness here, I would get back in. It showed signs of weakness. So let's see if we can push it back down to this low. If it does, it'll be a fantastic day. If not, well, we're getting a lot of movement now. We're just pushed. We got stopped out.
yeah,
Book
it's a
map
bit
just popped.
there had
CBD
to
just
be
popped
some news. There's
4,000.
something had to hit.
Biden official: Russia has been signaling nuclear intentions. It is more of the same irresponsible Russian rhetoric. So then it came out. Don't see anything yet. So this is our, I think this is our just pre-market pop, to be honest with you.
Wait, I'm gonna let it settle. That's a lot of volume in the last few candles.
Yeah, it is. Russian Foreign Minister Lavrov: Russia's position is the nuclear war won't happen. There you go.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. So did we drop on the fear of nuclear war, and now do we pop up that? I mean, obviously we've already popped, but can it find some sustained buying here?
I don't like it, but this, like you said, there's a lot of volume. The U.S. indicates that it won't respond to the Russian nuclear doctrine move. I don't know, so I'm kind of conflicted here. Did Russia say that they tell us that they are going to use nuclear weapons, and they're telling the media they're not? And
Yeah.
well, one thing for certain, we're going to keep the news open today because obviously,
Yeah.
and usually y'all see me trading on the other side over here. Well, I've already made all my money there, so I don't have to. I can keep that window closed now because there's nothing to do there either.
Yeah,
Man,
it's a
where to?
that's a strong pop, and I
Yeah.
think you're gonna see. I mean, it's kind of odd to say this, but you're gonna see a non-nuclear optimism, I guess you'd say, in the markets, and maybe you get a sustained move up to at least, maybe get back to the bottom of the zone, which is where it looks like it's beelining to right now.
Crazy thing here's the crazy thing. So hold on, I just got sidetracked. Russia foreign minister came out and said we are convinced that nuclear weapon is a deterrent. So I guess they're maybe talking more nuclear stuff. I don't know. I'm really I need to swap this back to the VIX because I have no business. Ooh, VIX popped up almost to 18 and it's back to $17 right now on this move.
Yeah.
This is open and move volume here too, by the way. We're almost at $30,000. I mean 30,000 lots in this candle.
Wow.
That's a lot of volume.
Yeah, I mean, this is where I would say I get myself in a pickle in the past that I've learned from my mistakes of not being too bearish on bearish news. Sorry, you can be bearish on the initial move, of course, but then once the dust settles, it tends to kind of not be as big of a deal as it was prior.
Book maps down there going to push this bad boy back down. We just got another statement from Russia. Russian nuclear doctrine doesn't differ from U.S. I don't know what that means either. So
basically saying that their rules of engagement are
the same as
if the U.S. were to get attacked and stuff. So there's a lot of news coming out. I mean, we yesterday we were highlighting Walmart earnings as the big mover this morning, and that clearly has not been the case given fundamental news coming out overseas.
I saw something, and I don't know if you'll appreciate this or not. So I saw a lady, I forgot who it was. She's really, really good on one of the things yesterday was a segment, and she was talking about fundamental traders, and she's like, if you don't do TA, she's like, if you look at all these fundamental moves, they go to they go to your positions that you draw. So
Right.
have your stuff on there so you know, and then you know where it's going, then you know where to take your positions at. And I was like, huh, you couldn't be more accurate.
No, it's this kind of multi-prong approach you have to have. You have to, right? We do the fundamentals with the events that we post each day, and then obviously TA is the majority of what we try to show here. And then the mechanicals come in with the market tide and looking at the option stuff. So there's really that three branch view you're looking at every day with trading.
You just go over this move that we've had so far. You look at fib levels at it. We are right here at the golden zone, so I do kind of kick myself. I got in that short, but we lost $700. You know what? We were down this yesterday, and we finished $200 up. So
yeah, that's the unfortunate thing is getting caught in those news cycles, right? That you got caught in a news release that ended up being positive for the market.
Yeah, it happens. So
yeah,
that's why we have stops in place. We hit our stops, and we come back and we regroup and we figure out what we need to do. Something that is insignificant now, but Canadian CPI came in at 2% when it was forecasted 1.9, previously 1.6. So they did miss their CPI number. So you got that to add to it. Is that bullish or bearish for the U.S. economy? Good luck figuring it out.
Exactly. I'm going to switch over to my chart. I've got the VIX up. You see that big red candle. I mean, a big move up overnight and then came down and then another big move up, which is what we've kind of gone over. Then that big red candle down. So VIX is very, very spicy today. So we're going to keep an eye on it and see if it can reclaim 17 and then hold above. You may be able to see that push down that we're all looking for. Going over to NASDAQ, I mean, similar move. It kind of broke VWAP and then rejected down hard and is now recovering. NASDAQ looks pretty strong. Looks like it is getting bidded up, which no surprise as people want to buy tech. ES is on its back move up. So we're just going to sit back and watch this start. The open should be very entertaining, which means if you are trading the open, scale down, make sure you're cautious because this thing is literally 50-50 of where it wants to go. Looking at Mag 7, I mean, they're all going to be similar charts to ES, just given the fundamental news, but Apple's down 0.68%. NVIDIA's up 0.72%. It was up a little bit higher. So NVIDIA could be the key of confidence here as far as people want to take risk heading into their big event tomorrow after hours. So we'll see the appetite for the market on risk there. Microsoft 0.4, Google 0.5 down, Amazon 0.7 down, call it 0.6 down on Meta, and Tesla's down 1%, all mimicking the move that you saw. Coin is slightly down 0.83. Coin's holding up as Bitcoin has done really well. But interestingly enough, Bitcoin sold off on that move down as well. So it got to 92,850. And then in a hurry went down to 91,000 and is now bouncing from there. Solana went on a bit of a ride last night. It got up to 248, 247. It's now down to 240. So you're seeing just violent moves across the board. So please be careful. Some entertaining news happened yesterday, right before the close. Was DJT is acquiring a crypto firm called Backed. I traded Backed about a year ago. It was fun. Good to see them back in the up and up, but they absolutely popped hard yesterday and are continuing its move up. So gold actually is a good one to look at. Let's see a gold chart. Gold is that's right. So gold's on the rise again. So it got down to that 25.40. We had mentioned that yesterday. And since then has really found its bottom down there and is kind of just trickling up. With this international news, you would expect gold to continue to kind of trend upward. So keeping an eye on gold, keeping an eye on VIX, keeping an eye on some things that we don't normally pay attention to on this stream while we're streaming. But 'tis a different day today. So
Yep. And as far as economic data, we've had everything pretty much come out already. We're gonna have come out on the. Oh, I don't want to go there. What do I want to figure out? There we go. We'll get it in a second. So, Red Book just came out. You got Schmid speaking at 12:10, and then you have the Cushing Stock Change and all this stuff coming out after. So, not really much going on as far as that goes this afternoon. Tomorrow morning, we had just gasoline inventories, and of course, we had NVIDIA earnings after.
The big boy.
So not much really happening. I mean, you got that, which that is a big deal, but you do until you have jobless claims coming out later in the week. But we've got a day or two here that, with the news going on, anything could happen. So I think Roy said it best when he said, "Just be careful today and tomorrow, especially. You could have this news pop any second that something's happened, or there's some escalation somewhere, or there's a de-escalation somewhere. I mean, that could send it one way or the other."
Yeah, and it's again, you're in between administrations. The market hates uncertainty, so even if no news comes out, you could see a trend down just based on uncertainty. So just keep that in mind if you're trying to do any more longer term buy the dip kind of deals. But everybody knows their own risk. Everybody knows what they can handle, what they don't handle. Just make sure we're here to just tell you what's going on and be mindful of all the landmines, because you're going to get opinions flying all over the place, especially with this type of news that can be see, the good thing I love about data is data. You can decipher the data, but at least the data is the data. The CPI number is the CPI number. The jobs number is CPI. This type of stuff is, what is Russia going to do next? What is all that? It's all open interpretation, and you're going to get experts all over the place kind of giving their opinion of what is going to happen. I would say, we've said this before on the channel, don't trade with any sort of political bias or what you believe may happen. The market really doesn't care or react to that type of stuff, and that can get you in a different type of mindset when trading, and it can hurt you. I've been there, so don't do that.
The market does not give a shit about your position.
Exactly.
Sorry to throw it out there like that.
Yeah. Well, and we speak from experience. You just get you can get your head torn off thinking, why is this happening? This doesn't make any sense. The one thing we can be certain is the market does not want to make sense. The market wants to make moves. And those moves sometimes don't align with logical patterns. So you just have to keep your biases out of it.
Yeah, so I don't know where we're at here. It's fun times. Love it. I would not.
Well, you reclaim the 8. You reclaim the 8, and you're sticking around this golden zone. So it is an interesting open that's going to happen. Didn't mean to cut you off there.
Yeah, it is. And you could actually, you want to take the whole move. You want to do, I think Trading Wars does this a lot. He'll take the whole move in, and then he'll be looking for a move all the way back up here. I don't like this move all the way back up here, to be honest. I think if we get up here, which VWAP does come right into the golden zone, but look at the zone you go through to get there, right? My thinking is if we get up here and test VWAP, if we come through all this, I think we've got a really good chance to break through it. Now, once you break through it, do you get stopped right here?
Right.
Germany's Chancellor Scholz on China's President Xi against Ukraine escalation with North Korean troops. Watch that. That's North Korea is the wild card here, in my opinion, and Germany stepping up saying something is kind of throwing me off a little bit on this. So they're at the G. We did talk about this. The G20 summit.
Oh yeah.
Today, right?
Oh yeah.
That's why you're seeing something from Germany. You could see you might get a lot of statements today. Wow, White House spokesperson. I am not surprised by Russia's announcement that it would update its nuclear doctrine. So I guess them saying that. I guess they're just talking about updating what they've already got in there. So. Today we're all just guessing, I think.
I think so. So I mean, it's just going to be. It's going to be.
You're going to hear us say it more than we normally say. Be careful.
Absolutely.
I suggest you keep your stops tight. You can see every trade I do is going to have a 500 stop loss. It's going to have a 500 stop loss, and odds are I'm probably not going to move it. If I do move it, it's going to be I'm going to have a level close by to it. I'm just going to move to that level. I'm not going to have big, huge stops today. We're going to keep them kind of tight. We're going to take profits tight. We can hit, $500-600 a pop. We're going to hit $500-600 a pop. We're going to call it. So, sorry, I'm trying to. Okay, tailgate issues going on here, so I'm dealing with a few other things at the moment too. It's always fun. Always fun.
So you had to move up there, and then kind of faded pretty quick. So you had a move all the way up 58.82, and then it just dropped 4 points in a hurry.
You got your 13 right there. So
let's see if they try and push it up before the open. Again,
I'm probably going to let everything settle a minute after open. We got coming up on 5 minutes till open, so there's no reason to take a flyer here when we can wait, see if we get a good trend. If we get a good trend, then you have your candle by candles coming into play. You have a lot of different things coming into play, so you definitely want to watch that. Howie said that on a longer time frame, we bounced off. We're close to the 618 from the move up on election day, so that's a good note. Make sure you keep some stuff on your charts. Yeah, how if you look, talking about that 618 there, we had I'm gonna have to keep this chart up today, but see, I had a zone right here. Hit the bottom of that zone and bounce right off of it. So I'm still impressed with volume. That's open account of volume right there. We had on that pop back up.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's a strong move. So we'll have this available too, so we can pop back and forth. But I don't have to ask Roy to go look at the VIX. We need it. We're on my screen. We can just pop over real fast and see it. So
that works. It'll be interesting to
another screen.
expecting to see a lot of puts at the open on the flow. So flow could be kind of skewed a bit right at the open. So we're gonna be yeah, we track everything, but we'll keep an eye on that as well.
And look, you could have got some early take profit there.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see we started out, volume just kept increasing so it's almost like we got it, and then we started seeing some loans just get out the
Right.
way the volume increased. But then what you could have seen here, can't believe I'm going to say this, you could have seen take profit here. You could have seen it swap directly to. We got a little small short cover in here. That
Yeah.
would explain the volume.
I mean, that makes complete sense. And we had that kind of area. I mean, as crazy as that is, I mean, you had said earlier, bookmap 58.50. Well, it got low is what, 58.54? So
Yeah.
58.55.
Yeah.
So 5 points away from it is okay, close enough kind of moment for shorts to
Just so
start
you
taking
know,
profit.
we still got a lot of orders sitting at 58.50.
Hmm.
I say a lot. I mean, we got a couple hundred sitting down there, but being that far away, I mean, we're 30 points away, and having 230 orders sitting there, it's not a fluke. So
No. We got about 2.5 minutes to open. It'll be an entertaining one, that's for sure.
yeah, very well could be. I mean, I'm almost leaning that we get a nice pop it open now, but like I said, we're not going to play it. We're going to wait and see how this plays out. We might move these fields back, but for now, we're going to leave them right here because you're looking for. So everybody that don't know, we only got a few people. And we got people that watch later. Your fib levels, you're looking for impulse moves. So let's say that you were in this morning. Let's move down. This is an impulse move, right? Well, look where it came. It came right back in the golden zone. That's where it rejected at. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. But we can try to do things. I mean, it came right into a perfect rejection. So then you got continue it up. Look where we rejected at. Your golden zone. When Roy says, he's thinking. So we're right in that same level again. So does it play out the same way?
Exactly.
Did we break this trend? I mean, it's been three fib levels in a row that's played out right here. We've got a little move to it. And if you look, the 618 kind of goes into where I was talking about. There should be a good many orders. Look at zoom out a little bit. Let's take in yesterday. 618. You got a little gap up to 618. Look what starts at 618. You got volume. Your volume profile here. You got different things to look at here.
All the pieces to the puzzle.
Yeah, Howie. So there's if you look on, there's close yesterday.
There's your open.
Out, close has done. It automatically draws the close. So anything that automates it for me, I wish Top Step would get all the indicators that we have available here. I know that's a lot, and it would probably make it a lot slower, which we did have an issue with them yesterday. So we don't need slower. We don't need things that mess it up. But some of these automated numbers, and they do have, let's see, they have their levels. Where, if I can remember what it's called on here, I didn't. Should be top step levels. Top step there. I do have it there. So you can put the top step levels on. Let's clear this out for sakes. And if you look at it, so you got last week's high, last week's low. You can cut some of these off too. Like, see, we don't need yesterday's value area low. We don't need settlement. We don't need yesterday's point of control. Don't need that. I do want to keep yesterday's high, yesterday's low. I'm not worried about their kickoff levels. We'll keep last week's high and low on there too. And now you can see this level here, the purple, is yesterday's low. So how about that?
How about that?
Let's see. I just hate how tight it gets. See, it puts everything in. So let's see if we can. I'll play with this later. Because I don't really care if it's all. I do want to make those a little bit bigger so they can be seen better.
So you got a little pop here at the open. It's now battling a couple EMAs or as a ribbon. Battling the 21 ribbon. Looks like it's rejecting that pretty strongly.
Yeah, and how called this is yesterday's low too, so
Mm.
we got to get. I hate how it does that. That drives me crazy. We can adjust it. I like being able to go auto and not have to worry with all this, but it is what it is. We'll make do. I'm struggling for the people today. You could actually take the last week's high and low off if you want to. Important. I think the most important thing that you need to look at. You need to look at yesterday's high and low every day. You need to mark those off. You need to know where they sit because those levels can act as support resistance a lot of time. Let's see. SMCI Secret Micro stores 27% on new auditor and compliance plan. It's crazy they have that. Oh, we have open too. I don't know what we're sitting here talking about.
Yeah. I was gonna say we've been
S&P
open.
500 came in at negative 540 million. NASDAQ is negative 15 million. Dow negative 125. Max 7 negative 10. Everything is negative. So we are going to wait and let this play out. It did come up here above the 618. It has rejected so far. We're at the 21. You got the 21, 13, and the 8. They're all pointing up. VWAP is pointing down. So
Yeah, I think you may get a pop to about 58.93-ish. And then I don't know, is that VWAP? Yeah, looks like it's VWAP. So you probably get a pop up there, and then a rejection would be what I would be looking for.
Ukraine official, Ukraine struck Russia arsenal in Bereznak region with American missiles. We'd already know that. Ukraine, thank you for the update. Well, late to the game here. If we break this 8 here, I might look to go short. Like I said, I'm in no rush right now, though. we shall see what happens. Right now, the 8 is holding. Holding decent. Nice pop off up there. So, well, boy, it's just struggling here. So this is why we wait, because it's really not telling you much right this second. I mean, I'm leaning that it wants to pop because CBD has gone to the positive side. So CBD got to negative 6,000 in pre-market and is now plus 1,400.
You're seeing call volume rising. Obviously, kind of an interesting start here, but call volume is rising, so people are open to buying this dip from the options side. Holdings on the same thing. So calls are above the zero line, puts are below the zero line. Still very early, but that's your market tide so far. To further complicate the next move.
Yeah, just waiting to see. I'm keeping one eye on the charts, one eye on the news over here. Bookmaps kind of all over the place right this second. So you've got 1,000 orders sitting at 58.72, about 1,100 orders sitting there. When I say we're not talking about a level, we're talking about a lot. 1,040 sitting there. That's a big boy level right there, man.
Yeah, it is.
That's a big boy level. You got stacked up. You can see all the way up to, we'll call it right up to 6,000. So, or I mean 5,900. So, good luck. I do like those orders there, though, man. That if you can stomach it and they stay there, we start moving down. That's going to be a magnet to pull them to it.
Your VIX is coming off, starting to drop a little bit at the open as well. So
there's your VIX. We make a huge cut handle. Make a W for Walmart since they had earnings today.
Hey.
So that's where we're sitting at. Just sitting here waiting for a second. CBD is plus 2,000 now, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, CBD, CVD, and Flow are basically saying the similar things. So Flow is really pushing it up.
Remember yesterday though, we had this move, and then go back to your tide. See how far they're away from each other?
Yeah.
And remember, they started coming back really hard toward each other pretty quick. So this tide can turn on a tide, so be careful. The reason it's called tide.
Absolutely.
Hey, run through your stuff real quick. I'm going to step over here for a second. I'll be right back.
So ES kind of hanging out that 58.88 right now. It's battling this ribbon. It's approached VWAP. Hasn't quite tested it yet. Looks like if it holds one more, it holds here. We'll see where VWAP. We got about 10 seconds left on this candle. We'll see what VWAP ticks down, and probably will end up getting that test just naturally. Nope, kind of stayed still. So VWAP still at 92.50. Said, do we see a little pop up here right before Mag 7? If we look to the right, Apple's down 0.25%. Nvidia is roaring up 2% now. So as long as Nvidia can hold its gains, the market should kind of stabilize itself a bit. Microsoft, though, is down 1%. I'm trending a little down. Google slightly up 0.2%. Amazon 0.6% down, and Meta is basically flat but pushing higher. That should be going green here shortly. Looks like we are getting that push up to VWAP. So you're looking for, do we reject here or do we keep going? I mean, that's the what we're all looking for. As we kind of monitor this thing, it's, obviously we had the huge move down. We've had a nice recovery up, and now we're just kind of waiting on, does it reject at VWAP or does it break above it? Scrolling down, we got Tesla down 0.5%. Coin is down 0.5%. AMD's down 0.3%. Looks like BTC is up 1.4%. It's recovering back up. It looks like it wants to retest 92,000 here shortly, if it hasn't already since we've been talking. All the nuclear plays getting hit. That's not good for me. We're getting a push higher right now as we stay on this. So there's your VWAP test. Let's zoom in a little bit and see if it rejects here.
Hey.
It rejects. Hey. So we're getting a VWAP test right now. Flipping over to Tide, you're getting a drop in calls. Go ahead.
I was just saying, a lot of you don't know, I step out and I log into the stream and listen to Roy for a minute and make sure everything is running smooth and all that good stuff.
Good deal.
And it is. Get out there and hear Roy's soothing voice.
I don't know if that's the case.
And everything but futures.
I'm
messing with you.
I gotta stick true to my shtick.
You do that.
Yeah, you're getting a rejection, slight rejection here at VWAP, but it's still early in the candle. Still got 2 minutes left in it.
Yeah, CVD is plus 3,300 too, though. So if you look, we got above yesterday's low. So we'll look for that to hold now. I'm actually going to remove these fibs now because they just mess up the chart when I'm looking at it. We've got enough on this chart already. So here's the VWAP break. 5,900 seems to be the spot they want to take it to. You got 321 orders sitting up there. So we're going to wait for this candle to close. We got a minute left. If we close above VWAP, I might take a long here. We'll see. It's not, of course, it's not going to be that easy.
No, never is.
But you have, and look, the VIX, it's late. So it's a lagging indicator here. So if you keep an eye on the VIX, but you'll see a pop, or typically you'll see a pop or a drop here. Then you see VIX make its move. So VIX is hedging, so it's not the everything indicator, but it does give us a pretty good indication.
Puts are dropping, calls are rising, getting that call volume increasing. So you're not seeing much in the way of people buying puts, at least for the long term. I think you're seeing that happen in the VIX as well.
Give me a drop to come back a little bit here before you close this candle. Just a little, just right there. Close right there. Right there. Perfect. Said you won't see me move, but I'm going to move to low a day. Taking a little chance here on it, but CVD is 38. They're going to push it back below VWAP here now that they reclaim it. I want to see a strong move off this VWAP move. And we could actually see there. I would like to trail this up is what I would like to do. If we can get a move. And this could be your top right here, to be honest with you. But they are moving orders up a little bit. So You got 58.95, which we need to pop that. Then you got 58.97 and 5,900. If it can get above that 58.97.50 to 5,900, it should come up here and take this out. CBD just went above 4,000 too. You look at the VIX. The VIX had a little bit of a green candle, but now it's going back. So
little downtick in calls, but puts are not finding any sort of momentum. But you are getting a downtick in calls.
yeah, CBD's not popping. I mean, it's 4,000, 4,100. It got up to 42, which is looks like it's fixing at 42 again. You're gonna have to see this pop to get a big move, though. And we could look. We've got NVIDIA earnings tomorrow afternoon. You've got a lot of news that's come out this morning. We could chop around here for a while. Could chop around here for a while. So CBD's come back to 3,900. Now back to 4,000. So it's just moving with the orders right now. Nothing crazy.
Slight uptick in calls. You did get a drop in puts though just now. You're seeing that play out a bit.
It's a fixing to test low. CBD came all the way back to 2,900. So we're fixing to take an L on this one. Yep. We're going to actually swap over to these. We're going to go down to 2. We break here. We're going to take a short. It's 2,500. CBD's dropping fast. We got to get this break and hold and then break these EMA clusters. Ukraine Zelensky, when asked about the attack, we now have ATACMS, I'm sure that's American missiles, Ukrainian long-range capabilities, and we will use them. We're going to keep this right here. We're not going to do anything crazy with it. We're either going to make 500 on these or we're going to lose 500. If we lose 500, we're going to call it down because we don't have as much to play with on this side. We got 1,000 or so bucks to play with on these. So, but right now, CBD's come all the way back to 1,800. Feel like
tide is dropping, puts are rising.
We're going to risk it just a tad bit less here. Not much, but just a little bit. I don't know if it's really worth moving it or not. I don't think it was.
It's holding that cluster right now.
It is. CBD's popping back up. So this is probably going to be our one trade on this, and we're going to call it. We don't get a green trade here, we're going to call it a day, and there it goes. This will take us out. CBD's come back to 2,300, so it's popping back up. And it's right here at this. I should have waited for this candle to close because you got the yesterday's low and the EMA cluster is kind of holding it there. But you know what? If you don't take any chances, you never make any money, do you?
Amen.
Closed right on yesterday's low, so we could see, and they pull those orders. Those 1,000 orders are sitting down there. Those are gone now, by the way. So we don't have those to look forward to. You're getting a nice little push on the VIX here, so you could possibly see it up to 17. All right. So we want to guarantee at least 200 bucks. We're guaranteed at least 200 bucks now.
Yeah, it's a nice push down. Those 10 points.
Yeah.
from that little pop.
It might take us out. We're guaranteed 450 now. Like I said, I'm keeping it tight. I'm gonna move these stops tight. I don't have a problem keeping my take profit down, but guaranteed $500 now on this trade. Let's guarantee 550. We're gonna keep this trailing with it. Like I said, we got it tight. It's probably gonna take us out. I'm fine with that. $550 in this account is dandy with me. There it is. $544 in that. So very good trade on that side. We actually copied it. So $500 there. So you know what we do now, guys. We lock this thing up. That one is done. Now we need to work on getting this back to the positive side. Oh, I don't want to do it, but I want to take a long here.
You like that wick?
I do. I love that wick. And we could get, I don't know, we'll put it up here, see what happens. If it gets up there, that gives us $200. We start to move. I'm going to do exactly what I did a second ago. I'm going to start trailing this up, which I'm going to trail it up a little bit now. So now we're just risking $125. It needs to break yesterday's low. Which we're right at it right now. So we're struggling with it. We're going to actually move this up a little bit to break even. So now it's a no risk trade. So let's go.
Nice job.
We're going to actually move it up into the money a little bit. So we're guaranteed $200 in this trade now. If we break VWAP, we can see a nice little runner up to take us out. I think we're going to move it up here in case we can get a nice, real nice runner. VWAP's going to be the key here. You got orders sitting right at it, right above it. So, and this might take us out here for $200. If it does, hey, we made $200, and we'll look for another entry. I'm not loving this wick here, so we're going to go on and take $300 on it. Now we'll look for our next play here. I do like this still to the upside, though, just so you know, but we're going to let it play out because it could reverse up here, even though we do have some volume coming on this low side. And look, this volume is still not as much volume as we're just now getting close to the same volume we had pre-market here at 8 o'clock when that news came out with Russia and all that stuff. So CBD is not running away. It's 2,600, so it's not really moving a lot either direction.
You're seeing puts coming in here on Tide.
I'm actually liking the rejection.
Up.
People just don't know where we're going to get it right this second. So I would love to go back up here and test VWAP again. And we would go short. Last time we tested VWAP, let's see, came up here at 94 and we moved all the way down to 76. So almost what, an 18-point move. So yeah, you give me that and I will take it again until VWAP breaks. You can look, VWAP has been the key. VWAP rejection, VWAP rejection, VWAP rejection, VWAP rejection.
Yeah.
Oh, give me the move to VWAP though, you son of a gun. Closing below the yesterday's low. So we got orders still sitting at VWAP. So I want to see that. You got the VIX coming back. Not a pretty candle on the VIX there. So we take it play by play. Oh, we got a little movement on Bookmap over here to the upside. They move some orders above up to 58.95.
Slight tick down on calls. Puts continue to rise. It looks like puts are trying to get above that 0 premium line. So
Yeah, you got a lot of orders sitting at the 58.80 to 58.77.50 area. As you can see, you got that just popped up. You got these orders here is what I'm looking at. Oh, if the VIX would cooperate here, I would go short again, but
Do we have data? No data coming up. Okay.
yeah.
Just making sure. Yesterday we missed that.
Russia said that we will respond to the targeting of Brand with American missiles in an appropriate manner.
Okay.
What could that appropriate manner be? Come on, give me the VWAP test. VIX is just not, VIX is chilling here. So just kind of like ES is. Where ES is green, the VIX is red the same way. We're going to take a long short here. We're going to give it a little room right above VWAP. See if we can push down. I would love to get this move all the way down to low a day. If we start moving, I will move this. Oh, let's move it down there. Why not? $3,000 there. We can either hit it or it pops at 675 to make 3,000. So that's what a 5-to-1 risk reward if it plays out.
Nice. Yeah.
I just with the low yesterday's low being here and it's struggling with it. VWAP here. I mean, of course, now I say that it's going to pop. We have big red pop everywhere on the on Bookmap just then. Big red pop everywhere. 58.90. 87. They're moving the lower ones up, so it looks like we might have had just bad timing there. Because we're fixing. Here's the deal. If we go up here and take. Oh man. Oh, I want to add one. I got two in the scaling plan here, so you can scale 3.
Mm-hmm.
CBD is plus 3,500 now. You've got them up to 58.95. I want to see those orders start to come down. If they do, we'll add one back to it here, which would lower our cost a little bit, and we could adjust our take profit a little, or we could actually scale out a little better.
Puts are dropping a little bit. Calls are kind of just hanging out. So nothing really changing on tide for this move up. Calls are dropping on the SPY holdings. So
my entry should be up here, to be honest with you. We rushed this entry, boys and girls. I'm going to see if it rejects here, what it does. If it rejects here, we'll add one. We're getting a rejection. Add one. Now we're going to look to scale out one at the bottom of this candle. VIX is popping a tad bit. You can see it's making a wick here. We need VIX to get back up there.
yeah, flow not really showing this move. Still got calls rising. I guess calls are slightly flattening. And puts with a slight uptick, very slight uptick. So
yeah, you got Bookmap dropping orders below now. There we took one off. And then I want to go to 76. I'll put one right at the bottom of that channel. So if we can get this one, that would be another scale out there. I would love to get down to 1, but we hadn't been able to break down really. I mean, last time we broke down, we wicked back up. So we'll see if we wick back up here. Nice pop on the VIX. That's not this. Black Sea CBC blend oil. Oh, here we go. Let's see what Zelensky said. It is time for Germany to support long-range strike capabilities for Ukraine following the Russian statement on nuclear weapons. Zelensky is pushing for more support. Imagine that. I don't blame him. I would too, but I just don't know how much money we can continue to give that guy. If you support the Ukraine war or not, how much involvement can we actually be in before we're actually in the war? Saudi Arabia resists renewing fossil fuel phase out pledge. I'm sure that's a shocker, everybody.
Getting a wick here.
Daggum thing, man. Same thing. Yeah, I'm not liking this move. We're leaving our stop where it's at, right above VWAP. We're going to leave our next take profit right there. Seen this before. This could be a pop. You got orders. It's turning crimson everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
We got orders all the way down to 58.80, and then it kind of thins out a little bit below 58.80. But 58.80 would take this order out. Well, actually, wouldn't get close to it. We're at 58.76. So, ooh. Man, you got orders. I wish I was sharing Bookmap right now because it is popping stuff in everywhere. It's turning blood red and orange and blue and blood red, orange and blue, just all over the chart.
On the downside or just both sides?
58.65's got orders popping there now. Just showed up. 140 they just put there. CBD is 2,900, so CBD is not really helping you today. So I'm going to quit calling CBD out unless we get a big move one way or the other.
Yeah.
The VIX is popped to it. Orb high. Interesting. That's some orders pop in at 58, right above 58.55 now, too. These wicks are just messing me up, man. And a lot of times on ES, these wicks don't really matter. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And got to figure out which side we're on. We're holding this cluster. We're holding yesterday's low a day. That's my concern right now, this whole area right here. And it might be where we adjust our strategy to we see green, we take green, and just keep popping that in and out.
Yeah.
Every time you start to get a move up, though, they're popping orders in right there on that yesterday's low right now. But you're seeing orders start to move down again. Last time we did this, we had a pretty nice drop down. But they didn't sustain it. They're starting to move back up a little now. So good luck. Good luck. Well, are we going to pop VWAP this time, or are we going to reject it again?
I'd say, well.
Yeah, it's kind of the old saying, the more, we've talked about it, test, and break.
Right.
And I got a feeling it's fixing to take us out. We've only got to, say that, then we get to move back down. So obviously VWAP is a play.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
you can scalp VWAP for a couple $100 every time if you wanted to, it looks like. Which maybe that's the game plan to go to today instead of trying to get a bigger move.
right. Just keep getting what you can get, right?
Yep. It's a little after 9. I
That's
don't
been
know that company's order. His order just moved to 5880 and right above it. So if you look, here's the area I'm looking at right here. This. If they start moving these down, then we could see a move. But right now they can't sustain it either way. I just got a feeling we're fixing to get a big move one way or the other. Let's just hope it's to the downside since we're in a short here, not to the upside, which looks like it could be now. 58.95 is orders popped all up there. This is fixing to take it out this time. I got a feeling. See these orders up here?
Yeah.
95 up to 96.50. But you have these orders here from 85 down to 84.25. So I don't know.
Well, the trend is definitely up from the open. Right.
Trend is up from the open. Your overall trend from overnight, though, is nothing. It's stair step.
Yeah.
You notice we came down. Here's your pattern. Flag, flag, flag. Do we have another breakdown in this? That's all pre-market, though. So,
right.
do you take us out first? And it gets a tick or two away from hitting our stop loss and then starts to come back every time. See if that continues to hold. CBD's popping back up. Well, crap.
Calls just went vertical.
Guys, this is serious hard mode today. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, no, this is not easy at all.
Typically, you get a feel for the market. Right now, I just don't have a feel for it. I mean, I'm tempted to move the stop up to here.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to leave this first take profit there. Let's see. We're going to actually move it up a little bit. Move it to there. And then if we can get this one, we'll trail it down. But CBD is gone. And this is what I'm telling you. It's like, it's not really making a ton of sense to me. Because CBD is popping 38, but Bookmap orders are popping everywhere still. This is what's got me. So the orders are popping in and out. Seems like every time we start to get a direction, they pop orders in to stop it, no matter which direction we go so far.
Flow is going vertical.
Flow is going vertical. And I mean, CBD is at 3,800 now. So CBD suggesting the same thing.
Yeah.
But overall orders on Bookmap are not yet. So I don't know. If you look at the VIX, we're getting indecision candle here. So, which would make a lot of sense because we have a lot of indecision going on right now. CBD is right at 4,000 now too. So I mean, I think we're fixing if we break VWAP, we're gonna pop.
Yeah.
In my
opinion. That's been the booger today.
Well, this is kind of boring. Kind of boring.
So again, it tested VWAP.
Yeah.
Couldn't quite break it.
We're not getting a hard rejection now that we were getting earlier. So that
Right.
does that let you know? Well, okay, maybe we do. We still got to break this VWAP and yesterday's low to CM because they're converging. So we're going to have a poop or get off the pot moment here in a second. I didn't say what I wanted to say. We're going to have a get off the pot moment. I can at least keep my mind. How about that? House Democrats reelect Jeffries as their leader. Okay. Congratulations, Democrats. Well, we've been going about an hour and 12 minutes now. And we're up on some, we're down on some. The good thing is we're up on most. We took $544 on these, which is fantastic. I'll take that all day. We took 2,400 on this one. Take it all day. 2,800 on this one. I mean, do I have to say it again? I think we just got this one messing with us a little bit, and I need to move back because might get this break here. Howie, do I need to move this zone out of the way so it can drop?
Yeah,
What I need to do?
kick it out.
We didn't have these problems until I put the top step levels up. I normally keep a mental track of what yesterday's high and low was, but it bounced right off that thing this time. Pretty strong. Pretty strong move up here. 4,500 CVD.
Yeah, it calls again going vertical.
It's not matching it, though, is the weird thing. Look at your puts, though. Your puts are trending up.
Yeah, puts are trending up. Call volume is rising. Got a little tick down here. It's confusing. It's definitely confusing right now.
Oh, yes, please. So, oh, goodness gracious. Yesterday's the way, if you're going to be a day trader, do what I did yesterday. So, had a bad day, had a bad morning, took a break, actually did it during the stream, cleared my mind, came back, made some money, went and got some breakfast, rode around town, just kind of got out, did a thing for a minute, came back, saw the market really well, finished positive on everything across the board, green on every account yesterday, and didn't just sit here nonstop all day. If you sit here nonstop all day, you're going to start seeing things that are not there. You're going to start taking trades you shouldn't take. Get up, take breaks. Everybody needs mental breaks. Take a mental break sometimes. Get away from it and come back. We're going to have to take a mental break here in a second. Looks like it's just going to stop us out here. Once we broke VWAP. Of course, now we're going to get up there and we're going to come back. So who the crap knows? This is insane. So now my stop loss is a level. Back below VWAP. Yeah. The VIX is not suggesting the same move. If you look at the VIX, that's not. You can see how it was lagging. They see how we already got that move, and we got to pop on VIX.
Yeah.
I am. I don't know what to think here, to be honest with you. I like this rejection so far off that. Now let's see if they can follow through. They got to break this level. We've been talking about this all morning. I was trying. The VIX is popping this morning. About popping now. Let's see. Dicker said hard mode this morning for sure. Took only one small win. Definitely need to take a break. It's the best thing you can do. Yep. And then another thing, definitely a size down day as well. Absolutely. Would not blame you one bit for sizing down.
Yeah.
Roy, what are you trading today?
So I'm trading MES today on my XFAs, but I'm surfing in the wrong waves. I passed a combine, that was fine, that was good, and then I'm 1,000 on another combine, and then I switched to XFAs and hadn't been able to find my groove. But just an MES. Let me check those. I think I'm down like $400 though. So trading about 3 to 5 MES at a time.
I'm not liking this move. We actually got the move. I moved my take profit up, and you can see we came within a tick of hitting it. So that sucks.
We got calls kind of trending down and then a slight uptick. So that could be what you see. Again, another wick down.
Yeah. You see the bottom of that wick? See the bottom of that wick? That's where my take profit is. My next take profit. So, yeah. Yep. That's where we're at. That's the kind of day it's going to be now. And this one. It's okay. We're fine. We're going to get it back. We're fixing to. It's fine. Like Dickard, I might have to take me a mental break again.
Well, to be honest, the market is just chopping, right? It's just chopping.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
We should be taking handles off. Good.
So we get them open. What do? We chop, then we pop, and then we chop the rest of the day. So
yeah.
Let's do the opposite day. Let's chop, drop, and then chop. I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, you're just getting. Yeah, it's just chopping about. I mean, that's all. That's all this is.
I guess Moscow wanted to say it again. Ukraine fired U.S.-made long-range missiles into Russia. We all know that now, Moscow. I watched the Hitman's Bodyguard and the Hitman's Bodyguard. And he had the first one. He had the president of Belarus, who was a bad guy. I think we watched it together, didn't we? Watch those two.
Yeah. When I was over there,
it makes you think. When are we putting? Is it Zelensky or Putin's going to go on trial for these war crimes eventually? Which one's it going to be? I was watching the thing on, I think it was History Channel or something the other night, and was showing back in, I guess, when the Cold War really got to kicking real strong before, right? When Reagan came into the office and all that, and Russia was in Ukraine doing the same stuff we're doing today. Things never change, History repeats itself.
History repeats. Get a little pop again, wick right at VWAP.
Yeah. This is a stronger move this time.
Of course, tide has dropped a little and then
CVD is plus 5,000. It's 5,200 now. So it's rising.
I think you're getting.
I think it's a matter of time before it takes me out here, but it just really irks me that we were that close to take profit and didn't hit it. We were seriously a tick away from take profit, and now we're a red trade. And that was only one. I have no problem keeping one ES here. I would definitely love to scale one out though. And now we're getting a decent move back down. So we lost Roy, it looks like.
Oh.
Your camera gone, Roy. Don't know what Roy's doing over there. I think maybe his OnlyFans camera knocked off his other camera and it's censored. So he's back. Good job.
Not sure what happened there.
Yeah, I was telling him I think your OnlyFans camera trumped your regular camera there, and you had it on censor mode. We couldn't see anything, thank goodness.
Yeah. That's my under the desk camera that turned on.
Oh, that's not good. Definitely don't want to see that one.
Boy, what a choppy day.
So here's the weird part. You see, so VWAP is flattening out. You got your EMAs going up. See, we had the same move earlier though. EMA is going up, VWAP flattened out, then it dropped. So we'll see if we get the same move. Market CBD's holding 5,200 now, though. I would love to see that come back a lot. A lot. But we got to break this. We got so much to get through here, and you can see it goes through it and it comes right back to it every time. So I got a feeling we got this trend up. Eventually, we're gonna get stopped out. I would love to hit this first take profit first, but who knows? If we get down to one, I will definitely move that stop a little different because we'll have more to play with, and I can give it room to play out all day. But let's see if we can break the 21 here. Not looking like it so far. Once again, you got orders popping everywhere, so I'm telling us absolutely nothing on the bookmap side except CBD is 5,200, so you got that working for it. But it was just that move down right now. So we got to here, and then 58.87, they dropped in a couple hundred orders. That as soon as they put those orders, it popped back up. Now they just did the same thing to the upside. So see if it'll get a little push down here. And there's your little push down. They just dropped orders at 58.85 and 58.82. I'm tempted if we go back green again to just cut this trade and be done with it, and more than likely call it a day. Right there at yesterday's low a day. So, anybody watch any good movies lately?
There's a lot coming out this week, aren't there?
Is
Gladiator
there?
2. I got
Oh
Gladiator
yeah.
2. Got Moana 2, with kiddos.
Heck, Moana wasn't a bad movie anyway, so Moana 2 might be decent. I know you're all about some animated movies.
I do appreciate the arts.
I will give you credit. I watched Transformers 1, and it's actually a good movie.
It was good, wasn't it? The cast is so good.
Well,
Scarlett
there's it back
Johansson.
up.
My goodness.
Yeah. These wicks are telling us the overall. I mean, I just want this. Just turn green. I'm gonna cut this thing. We might go long. I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know. Oh, nice green candle here. This thing's fixing to pop. Gonna take us out. There it is. Bookmap is almost at 6,000. Give me a little move back here. Just gonna keep playing this game all day. You got orders at 58.97, 5,900. The thing is, you don't have a ton above that. There's those. And then we are thin, thin, thin all the way up. So we're going to see if we can get this move here. We'll leave it right there. Should they move these up? I'd love to get that move to there. That would get us half our stuff back. Dirty Harry, I watched the first 2 episodes last night. Says no, but Landman on Paramount Plus, Bit of Bob Thornton new series. It was phenomenal. I watched the first 2. Yeah, it's good.
What was his show on Amazon Prime? He was recently. My brother was raved about that one.
Starts with a G. Oh no, yeah. It was really, really good too. He was a lawyer in it.
Goliath.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
It was really good, really good show. Finna pop 6,000 on CBD here. Looks like
your 20-day moving average is 58.95.
Good to know. Had a gap down. Love this when you see this on the VIX. The gap down on a candle. That shows you it's a lagging indicator, by the way. Just the way it gaps like that. But it's neither here nor there. Now let's get the move up. Now you're 6,000 on CBD. Bookmap saying, "Hey, we can go to 59." Okay, let's pop. Let's get this move. Yeah, Goliath is a real good show. He is going to be 70 years old. Or next year, he's 69.
Wow,
crazy.
That is crazy.
He's a weird fella too, though.
He is a weird cat.
I just realized he was born in Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Oh, really?
Not too far from me. The list of his spouses: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fool been married 6 times.
You know what? That 7th one is going to be the charm.
He's only been divorced 5 times, so.
Maybe the 6th one was the charm.
Yes, Howie. Howie's a super weird, pretty decent musician. The crazy thing is, he's not a bad musician. It makes no sense, but he's not a bad musician.
Yeah. There's your pop. Whoa.
Yeah, we're going to take one off there. Now let's see if we can run this bad boy up. I mean, let's look at this. How high could we actually go? Yeah, I don't think we're going that high. We got to hide these stupid. This is dry. I'm going to tell y'all. There's a few things I can do. This right here, having to adjust the chart every time because of these stupid levels. And once we get off here, I'll fix that where I don't have to worry about it. He was dating a woman who played the lead in the first Jurassic Park. Dumped her to date Angelina Jolie. Look, a lot of people would dump a lot of people to date Angelina Jolie. I'm not going to lie. Pretty high. Oh my gosh, CBD is going to 8,500.
Yeah, puts off a cliff. But Tide calls are not doing a thing. Whatever our indicators are today, we're gonna have to go with our gut.
Oh, one thing you got here, the 200. Look at that. That'll get us back half our losses back. We're only in 1, so we're actually gonna trail this bad boy up some. So we're guaranteed to make a little money here. To cut this down some. And this is one of the things. If we can get half this back, I consider today a win on this one. I hate that we were wrong a couple times. But you know what? It's why you keep stops and why you have chances to keep going. So how was the doctor girl on Jurassic Park? That one that's the one he was dating that he broke up with for Angelina Jolie. We do have a slight delay, just so you know. So it takes a minute for y'all to hear what I say, and that's why we don't get an instant reaction on some of these things. Yeah, okay, good, interesting, good to know. I did not know that. We're still gonna move this bad boy up. What we're gonna do now? We're just gonna trail this thing. So yeah, right there. She says she found out in the news. Wow, I'm not surprised by that in the slightest bit. Anybody in our Discord, you got Led over here posting all kinds of stuff and trade ideas. So if you are in the Discord, look what Led's posting. He's giving you some good stuff. The Chief is on it.
The Chief is on it. Chief Swing.
Chief Swing, that's his Indian name.
And his Tinder name. Let's see.
I just read the last thing he said. You're a weird fellow, Led. I like that. CBD is 9,300 plus 9,300.
Wow.
9:30. It's time for some music. Time for what's the thing? It's time for news, and on the bottom of the hour, Iran agrees to stop producing near bomb grade uranium. Iran and Trump must have had a conversation. Because I don't know why Iran would agree to just stop producing bomb uranium all of a sudden.
Right.
Crude dropped on that news. That's interesting. Here's a 200, by the way.
I got about $100 back on my XFA.
Well, we're guaranteed 500 on this trade now. We've already made a little bit. We've actually made a little more than that, but we took some profit. So if we can break this 200, man, Bookmap is showing. Oh Lord, Bookmap showing we get a break here. We could break 15. You got orders. Let's put a wall at 10 though. Let's put a big wall at 10, like 400 orders there.
Seeing Tide showing this move. I mean, puts are falling, calls are rising, call volumes rising. Kind of interesting if you kind of.
That's all right. Hey, yeah, we wasn't letting that trade turn red. That was not going to turn to a red trade. So I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. Let Roy, you can run through what you want to run through. Yeah. I'm done trading for the day.
I'm a bit exhausted, but I'm going to keep going. I was going to say, in Tide, you got kind of this move pop up before the big move happened. So, interestingly enough.
Don't sit there and tell me you're tired, but I'm going to keep trading.
I'm tired, but I'm going to keep trading.
We're trying
and
to
you know what I'm going to trade.
To do things the right way to do things.
Well, I could be trading crypto. I could be trading baseball cards. I could be trading fantasy players.
See, this is everybody at home. This is what you call an addictive personality. He's got to have that action one way or the other, no matter what it does. He's going to be outside him and his son throwing quarters against the wall.
Yeah, and then betting on it.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, that's why you throw quarters. You're betting on whoever wins those quarters, right?
Yeah, but I can't teach him how to bet just yet. I don't want to ruin his life this early. The
His blood, bro. It's in his blood.
it really is, unfortunately. Your push up here on calls is really going. Your puts are dropping. I believe that you could get a continued move if you break up here to get back up to the high day of yesterday. 59.30.
So
So
we're looking. So CVD is at 9,800 right now. If it keeps this up, yeah, we could break 10,000 and go where you're talking about. We're at a spot. So there's a reason these levels are these white lines. If you look at my chart, there's a reason these white lines are here. If you look at these white lines, what do you notice these white lines? You notice areas of support and resistance.
mm-hmm.
We are at coming up on this first level here. And now look, we got a little room on the side, so you can actually treat this as a zone. But the question is, do we get up here, and is this where they decide, hey, we're done, we're going to let it go, and we're going to start selling, taking profit? If you go back, let's look at a 15-minute chart. Let's take this off. Don't want to see that. So we pop this, right? And look what we're coming up to. And that's around the 18, but you get it right here, it's 11. And if you look across 11, look where that little dotted line is all the way across. You can see that's actually been support and resistance, a lot of labels there. So watch this level here to break. And then you could probably trade off that level, to be honest with you. Just my 2 cents. I still go back to what Dicker said earlier. This is hard mode. You definitely need to scale down today. Don't go. If you notice, I normally take 3. I actually swap to 2 ES. I know that's not a lot to a lot of people, but to me, mentally, it is. So be careful. And you can see where we reject so far, right there at that level, that zone that we have. Let's see if we can break that. Then we break that. You got this one, but then you also got this whole zone here. So it's got a lot to go through to move up. I'm not saying it's not moving up. So don't take that I said that, but it's got, I wish I'd have held it long now because I would have been a few $100 more, maybe, but hindsight, no. CBD is fixing to go to 12,000, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, Tide's a rager.
Yeah, let Roy talk about his stuff. I need to run the restroom.
All right. Well, taking a look, you got ES obviously on its pop, so we're keeping an eye on that as it moves up. Looks like it rejected on Monty's line. I don't have that line. I should, but it was right at the line is where we got the rejection. However, you got the 5-day moving average right above. Now that Monty's not here, 59.44 could be a level, and then obviously yesterday's high about that 59. 30-ish area. Pre-market high as well. Mag 7, what a turn, right? We started all red, now we're green. So Apple's up 0.5%. We've got Nvidia up 2%. Microsoft's your laggard, but it's curling up. So we'll see if it can end the day green. Google slightly green, basically flat. It had a pop at the start. Let's see if it can reclaim its high a day later on. Amazon tested 200, actually under 200, 198, and has popped up to now 201. It is now flat on the day, but that is a strong recovery showing that there's support of 200 for Amazon. Meta has gone green. It has kind of been on a wild ride here in the last few days. It's basically flat on the day, but again, trending up like most of the market. Tesla is now up 2%. Look at that chart as it started low, got all the way down to 332 at the open, 331 in pre-market, and then raged up to now it's sitting at 345, got all the way up to 347. Coin down 2%. It's trending down. It had news yesterday of a meeting with Trump. The CEO gets a private meeting with Trump, so it had a pop up. So my guess is it's just kind of cooling off of that. AMD not following NVIDIA. Could be just more bets coming into NVIDIA. I did expect AMD to move up given the earnings with Nvidia is more of a proxy trade. So we shall keep an eye on that. APLD, this is a lead swing special in our Discord, up 14%. He has talked about this for a few weeks now, so kudos to lead. Bitcoin back over 92,000, so it's kind of hanging out. Looks like it wants to. That's a strong candle that just happened. $500 candle happened 10 minutes ago. Solana kind of consolidating down here at 239, right under 240. So we'll see what its moves got in the store. Nuclear getting destroyed. That's exciting for me because I'm a nuclear. I'm saying I'm a lot. DJT slightly down off its news yesterday. Had a huge pop on that Bakkt acquisition. And with that said, Bakkt is holding its gains pretty well at 12%. It was up 160% yesterday on that news that DJT was acquiring it. Gold kind of moving down, but again, wicking, little wicky boy there. So we'll see the stronger trend for gold has been up. So we'll see is it now curling back down. But as you can see, it is trending up. This is the 1 hour chart. So keeping an eye on gold as we have international issues. Tide, we're going to go through here. We're going to have a slight dip down on calls here. So we had the pop, had a rejection, now kind of consolidating. We'll see what the market has in store for us later today. It has been hard mode. Really, to be honest, it's been a bit whipsaw pre-market. It kind of got us off our game a bit. We banked. We did really well on the pre-market stuff. And then since the open, it's been basically a trend up with some violent kind of moves up and down. I mean, 10 to 15 point moves in some of these candles. So please be cautious. Please be safe. The trend looks like it's up. Looks like we're breaking up. But again, all that can change on a dime and on a news story. One news story could come out and blow this thing up. No pun intended. That's what I've got. Going back to the VIX, it is trending down. We're now comfortably below 17 at 16.16. And ES looks like it just broke 59.10 again.
Yeah,
so let's see if it can
came back and
bust out.
Came back, tested that 200 and bounced off. But I wasn't paying attention there. Came back when it was already moving off of it, so I didn't get into a long there. But if I was paying attention, I would have got a long right there and would have got 5-6 points out of it at least. So
yeah, I mean,
come back again, but
we got caught in some chop, but once it broke out and cleaned up some
of we said, once we got a move out of that chop, we was going to see a decent move off of it, and we did. So I mean, we broke, let's see, the 94 level, and we're got 18 points off of it. Wow. If we'd have taken a break. Which if you go back to, let's look at ES, 94, that chop, that was your orb high. That was a definitely play, the 15-minute orb play. This is your 15-minute orb right here in this green box. So we're going to see if we can I would still want to get this down on at least a couple $100 more off of it to get it back respectable. We'd like to get back to plus side here. We'll see if that works out. We're not going to do anything stupid to get there, but we will look for some more opportunities here throughout the day. It is 9:45. Today is, what's today, Tuesday?
Tuesday, yep.
Man, it seems like Wednesday. I've been thinking it was Wednesday all morning. Yeah. But it's not Wednesday, so it's Tuesday. So just came back and tested this line right here. You can see we bounced a little bit off of it, so we'll see what happens there. I would love for it still to come back to this 200. You can see all your EMA clusters pointing straight up. The VWAP had a move up, and it's kind of flattened out here. So pay attention to this. I don't like to trade as much when this flattens out. Your 200 is starting to turn upwards, which, I mean, every indicator we have here is saying bullish. So
Yeah.
CBD is suggesting we could go to 20. Now, after that, I don't know, but 20 is 8 points from here, so wouldn't be a horrible idea if it comes back somewhere to get along, keep a. Maybe if you can get down, maybe even this 10 level again, do a 5 point right up under the 200 would be a stop,
Mm-hmm.
and then play to the 20. That would be a 10-point move if you get that move. When yes, that's $500. Two's $1,000. So here's the 10 test again. I would really like it to come back closer to this 200 though. That's where I want it to go to. But if we hit that 200, I will take it long.
Yeah, that also coincides a bit with the top of the 8 ribbon on if you play ribbons. So it is not a bad area at all.
So that's what we're looking at. That's where we're going to. We're not going to chase this thing. We're going to see if we can come back to this level, and that would definitely be a long opportunity. CBD is over 12,000. I don't know if we're going to come back to that, to be honest with you. This might be 10, might be our spot. But we shall see here in a second.
Tell you, those wicks, that's 2 days in a row.
They play. They don't always mean something, but they did there, didn't they?
Yeah. That was kind of looking back on it and identifying that chop and those wiki actions. You did not get a lot of upper wicks. You got a lot of downward wicks.
Yep.
So, all right, man. I think we've done our duty today. I'm gonna take a break, see if we can come back stronger on a few accounts or not. Just take the day, reset, and relax a little.
Take it as it comes. Yep. Everybody be safe. Pay attention. We know we are in an uptrend. This thing could reverse back, and we saw that reverse off the bottom. You could definitely see the reverse at the top go back. Yeah. Tune in. Howie, exactly right. Howie says, tune in tomorrow for more Hollywood gossip. You never know who will be talking about. You'll find somebody. Yeah. But everybody, we enjoyed it. Had a good day. This one account's not great, but everything else is phenomenal. So I cannot complain at all about what we've done on this. I'm happy today. So, Roy, with that, I think we're going to call it.
Yes, sir. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yep. See you tomorrow, guys. Appreciate it.
All right. Bye.